Yo, what is good, guys? This is the Chapel Trader, and today I'm just going to be going over a trade that I missed today. And this helps me just as much as it helps you guys because it's really more so like documentation for myself to kind of see where I could have done better. So, first thing is that I essentially understand that on every time frame we are bullish, monthly all the way down through the 1 minute. So I dropped down to the hourly and I decided on there was probably two potential draws on liquidity, and that is going to be these hourly highs or these lows down here. But considering that we were pretty bullish on essentially every time frame, I pretty much assumed and was able to surmise that we would probably take these highs up here. So if we run the bar replay and let's head down to the 5 minute, we see that price ends up breaking out of this range that it was kind of in this whole time, and it creates this small gap right here. So the moment it broke out of this range, I really should have been interested in looking on the 1 minute to see if there was any retraces that we could have taken that might have been able to grant us an entry. So let's click that again, see what happens. Okay, so we actually do see that on the 1 minute, there is a fair value gap that was tapped right here. And this is a pretty steep, pretty deep 1 minute gap. And it was indeed tapped by this 1 minute candle that occurred at 11:07. Now, you may have seen in previous videos that I would probably just take an entry off that gap tap, but I'm kind of developing my strategy in a way where I kind of want to take it off of more so like confirmation candles. Reason for that is, so that we kind of have a higher win rate. I know it's pretty crazy to get it higher than 91%, but you guys will see what I mean in a moment. So we can continue running this candle and let's see what happens here. Okay, boom. So we do see a big displacement candle. And as you know, there are still, well, actually, no, the high was already taken at this point, but it did look like it had a lot of buying volume. So the trade I probably would have taken was off of this candle closure. I would have brought up my stop loss to be right under the wick of this displacement candle. And then let's go to the 5 minute and then we can bring that down to like a 1-to-1. You guys know that I like my low risk to reward trades, as I find that these tend to yield a bit of a higher win rate. So if we can get that, yeah, that works. And as you guys can see, let me run this back. This trade does indeed hit and it runs straight through to take profit. Yeah, so this was a trade I could have taken today. I'm not terribly mad that I missed it, simply because at the time I would have been entering after the draw had already been hit. So it didn't go up much further after that, but that really would have been the trade that I would have taken. It's a very simple scalp trade that just spies out a simple 1-to-1 risk to reward off of a displacement candle. So yeah, this was a trade that I missed, that I probably won't miss again. But it's always good to review, document, see what you did wrong, see what you could have improved on. And that is my overview for today. If you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns, or if you guys actually caught that trade, let me know in the comments. Let me know how much you won, how much you lost, and we can have some nice productive discourse about it. In the meantime, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you.